Bria Marianthus and Mike Fish of Sports Illustrated. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, but more specifically, we're really talking about Tony Romo, who just agreed with CBS Sports on a $17 million contract that will add up to $180 million. Now, I don't know about you, but I love listening and watching to Tony Romo on the broadcast, and apparently I'm not the only one.
Yeah, CBS is taking a contract that was going to expire where he was making between $3 and $5 million a year. I'm not very good at math.
It's a lot more.
Yeah, it's a lot more. We're clearly in the right industry.
Apparently.
The on-camera industry, we're on the fast track.
Yeah.
Right to our own $180 million. I'll split it with you, Brady, when we get there.
Yeah, no brainer.
In the meantime, there's a couple of interesting angles to this. One is that CBS reportedly talked to Peyton Manning about saying, thinking to itself, maybe we shouldn't give a guy
maybe
17.
Romo's not our it guy.
Maybe we can have a more affordable it guy.
Yeah.
The other wrinkle is Michael Thomas, the Saints wide receiver, who points out 90% of the players don't make that much money.
Yeah.
And I've tried to point out that this isn't Michael Thomas. He's not anti-Tony Romo.
Right.
I think players want everybody to make as much money as they can.
Right.
But the reason, even though this is apples and oranges, the player and the broadcaster, they don't even have the same employer, but it's still part of the same machine.
Yeah.
So it's apples and it's oranges, but they're all still in the same produce department. And I think it's a message to the players on the part of Michael Thomas. That's fine. Let's vote yes on the CBA. That's fine. But let's understand, there's a lot of money out there being thrown around. Let's get our piece.
Yeah, I wonder, do you feel like they have a right to gripe in this situation? A lot of the NFL players?
My thing that I would be griping about if I was them most of all is the NFL owners have offered, we'll move your percentage revenue from 47% up to 48.5%.
Yeah.
Then they fed false information to one national reporter who put out a story saying that's the highest revenue percentage split in American sports.
Right.
It's not even close. The NBA does 50-50 and has for a long time.
Yeah.
So the misinformation is unfortunate, and I hope some players aren't fooled by that. But I guess my point, Bree, about the revenue split is, if we're really partners in this, and by the way, I'm a player, I'm literally risking my life to play football for your entertainment.
Yeah.
If we're partners, why are you giving me 48.5% or 47%? Why aren't we each taking 50%?
Yeah, I do think it's interesting, and I wonder how many players now in the back of their minds are thinking, you know what, I might go the broadcast route at some point. I mean, you're not putting your body on the line. There's a lot of more benefits.
Well, it's a really good point, and it's why I think more and more players might start to see, and everybody's not going to be Tony Romo.
Yeah.
In fact, nobody's going to be Tony
He's so
Romo.
good. He really is.
Right. And he's unique from Troy Aikman, who's very good, and unique from other guys who are very good. So this might be a one-time kind of a deal for a one-time kind of guy. But it is a hint to players to say, if you do things right, play your cards right. I'm begging you, work with the media.
Right.
It benefits me, but it also benefits you in the long run.
Yeah.
Don't just invest in bars and luxury car places.
Yeah.
There's really smart places to put your money and to continue making money after your career. But they're not going to get the 50%. I think they're going to settle on the 48.5%, and that's not bad money either.
And I know you would rather work with me than Tony Romo anyways.
Because
the highest paid analyst now.
Because we have our $180 million deal coming. I'm going to ride your coattails.